Obviously, with Season of the Witch, we got some older exotics that got some changes and some updates. And with the Titan specifically, there are 4 exotics that got pretty significant changes, especially in regards to having ×4 weapon surge without actually having to have the mods on the boots. Let's not waste any time and dive right into it. So the first exotic we're going to be talking about is the Eternal Warrior. This is a helmet for the Titan. This is what it looks like normally. Actually has this jade ornament here, which looks pretty good, but only fits with certain shaders because the actual jade color does not change. But the main thing is the perk. Resolute. Arc Final Blows grant an escalating damage bonus with arc weapons, gain an overshield when activating Fist of Havoc, and gain the highest tier damage bonus to arc weapons when your Fist of Havoc super ends. Now personally, I don't really like using Fist of Havoc in PvE, so that's not going to be like a big thing here. It's not going to be a big usage point. Obviously Thunder Crash is very good, but the main thing is that when you just get arc weapon kills, you get free arc weapon surge up to ×4. And as you know, on the boots normally, you can only have up to 3 weapon surges on here. So being able to have ×4 weapon surge just from pretty much clearing ads is just wild. Now, I'm not going to do like a full rundown of the build like I normally do. Again, I have all the stuff selected here that I want and all the armor mods that I want on and all that great jazz. If you want to use this build, I'm going to put that in the description. So if you want to copy what I'm using, test out for yourself, go for it. But in regards to weapons, obviously any good PvE arc weapons are good. You know, I have this Icefall SMG here. Enhanced perks, you know, Threat Detector, Volt Shot, fantastic. With the hand cannon buff, you know, something like Nation of Beast, you know, performs fantastic. This one has Dragonfly, Volt Shot, pretty solid. Also have this Loaded Question Adept with Reservoir Burst, Auto-Loading Holster, and Adept Big Ones. So this performs very well. You know, in regards to heavy weapons, I have my Hothead here, Auto-Loading Explosive Light, disgusting. And then, you know, you could use something like Thunderlord. Pretty much any of these arc weapons are going to benefit from that ×4 arc weapon surge. Now for the second exotic, we're going to talk about the Doom Fang Pauldrons. Again, this is going to be for the Void subclass. Has a couple of ornaments as well. We have this one and then more of a Cabal themed one. But the main thing is the perk, right? Horns of Doom. This has a pretty long description, but defeating targets with void damage has a chance to grant an escalating bonus 2 damage. With void weapons, defeating targets with void melee grants super energy. While Sentinel Shield is active, defeating targets with your melee attacks recharges shield throw, which extends your super on hitting a target. Now personally, I haven't really seen this exotic be used as of, you know, recently. It is really good for ad clear, especially if you can keep up the super, being able to get those, you know, hits with the melee and continue throwing the shield throws to get your super bag. Again, it's very good for ad clear. I've seen people actually use it in Gambit as well, so they can take out multiple waves of enemies pretty easily. But similar to Eternal Warrior, the add-on here is that if you get rapid kills with void weapons, you're going to get up to 4 stacks of void weapon surge pretty much for free. Now, pretty much the same thing that I mentioned with Eternal Warrior. I'm not going to go through all the build specifics under the subclass and the armor mods. If you want a build for this, I have it in the description. There'll be a dim link for it if you want to copy everything that I'm using. But the main thing here is being able to have that shield throw back so you can get your super back quickly. And Monte Carlo is perfect for this, you know, being able to get kills and have the chance to refund your melee and just get melee energy back on damage with the weapon is very good. You know, in the secondary slot, you know, I have a Harsh Language here with Repulsor Brace. Same thing with Unforgiven, Demolitionist, Repulsor Brace. So if I get a Void debuff kill, now I get a free Overshield with the Void subclass here. And, you know, for heavies, you know, we have the Retrofit Escapade, Target Lock, 4 times the Charm, Certified Hood Classic, Taipan FR4, Triple Tap, Firing Line, great for those team encounters as well. But as long as we can get kills with these weapons, it's pretty much free ×4 void weapon surge on top of having a super that can last a very long time that's good for ad clear. Now the third exotic to get tuned is the Icefall Mantle. Again, these are gauntlets here. Glacial Guard. Stasis Final Blows have a chance to grant an escalating bonus to stasis weapon damage, replacing your barricade ability with a personal overshield. When you activate your barricade, you gain the highest tier stasis weapon damage bonus and create a burst around yourself that slows combatants. While you have this overshield, you are slowed and the barricade does not recharge. Again, very similar to the previous 2 exotics, this one just focuses on stasis weapons. The only thing with this exotic that I personally don't like is, like, yes, you do get a free overshield. It lasts 20 seconds. What's pretty cool is that if you get shot in the overshield, that 20-second timer actually resets itself. So if you have half a shield, it'll be able to last 20 seconds again. You can't sprint, you can't jump, you can't really do anything, so it does leave you a little vulnerable. But being able to get those rapid kills while you have the overshield, and then you lose the overshield, you'll still be able to stack that ×4 weapon damage with it. And if you have the build set up right, you can actually get the overshield back very quickly. You know the drill. I'm not going to run through anything that I'm using here. Again, I'm going to have that in a dim link in the description, so if you want to copy everything that I'm using for an Icefall Mantle style build, test it out for yourself if you would like. Again, you can totally do so. But going over some weapons, again, there are some solid stasis primaries that we can take advantage of. You know, we have the one from last season, the SMG, Taken SMG aggressive frame. I don't have it upgraded yet, but the main thing that I was testing out was the Aegir Scepter. Again, being able to slow targets nearby whenever you get a final blow, being able to freeze them as well, have that stack on. This one is just fantastic for this. But the problem is that it leaves your energy slot open because there is no stasis weapon in the energy slot. So one thing you can do is take advantage of the pre-order exotic, the Tessellation. Again, it adapts to whatever your subclass is. So since we're on the Stasis subclass, it turns into a stasis weapon. You consume that grenade to have that very high damage projectile, so it could take advantage of the ×4 stasis weapon surge with this one. And then obviously in heavy, Cold Comfort, easily one of the best stasis weapons to use for good DPS. Again, goes to the deep. You gotta farm the first boss encounter for it, but honestly, definitely get one of these. And the last exotic on the list is the Path of Burning Steps. So this is what they look like normally. Actually, it's two ornaments. We have this one, and then my favorite that came out with Season of the Haunted, this one actually has the flames coming off it, which I really like. But main thing is the perk, right? Firewalker. Solar final blows periodically grant you an escalating bonus to weapon damage. Your solar grenade final blows grant you the highest bonus. So right when you get a grenade kill, you get ×4 solar weapon surge right off the bat. You're harder to slow or freeze with stasis, and when you break out, you take no damage from doing so, creating a burst of solar energy around yourself. Honestly, nothing really special about these boots other than being able to have ×4 weapon surge. Yes, as we know, Bonk Titan with Syntheseps, fantastic. You know, whenever Pyrogale Gauntlets gets re-enabled, people are going to be abusing the crap out of that with Burning Maw, being able to pretty much one-shot like any boss. It's going to be disgusting. But again, this can have the potential for just good ad clear in general on top of, you know, your Synthos build and any of your other builds. You already know the drill. Not going to cover anything under the subclass or the armor mods or anything like that. If you'd like that, the dim link is in the description. You can copy the build for it. Totally fine with that. Test it out for yourself. But the main thing is weapon options, right? We don't really have a lot of stuff in the kinetic, but in the energy slot, Callus Mini Tool, obviously very classic weapon to use in regards to, you know, a solar weapon. It can scorch targets as well with Incandescent. You know, having a Cartesian coordinate with Vorpal, very good. If you have ×4 weapon surge, even more boss damage. That's fantastic. You know, with the hand cannon buff, Sunshot is a fantastic option as well. The hand cannon buff is stupid, and Sunshot is just absolutely broken. You know, the Aramite, you know, the craftable fusion rifle from this season actually can come with some good enhanced perks. Would highly recommend getting this thing up to level. I'm running out of enhancement cores fast, so I haven't got there yet. And then for your heavy, again, something like Apex Predator, if you can craft it, that thing is very good. You know, Cataclysmic, you know, you have things like Parasite as well. Already being able to deal massive damage with Parasite, having ×4 weapon surge is probably going to help it out tremendously. But that, ladies and gentlemen, are the 4 updated Titan exotics that give you ×4 weapon surge basically for free. Again, like I said, every build for all 4 of the subclasses, all 4 of the exotics are going to be in the description. Again, copy it, you know, test it out for yourself, and let me know what you guys think in the comments. Yes, some of these aren't as effective as other exotics, but do have the potential to have good boss DPS on targets and good ad clear potential. If there's something that you specifically like with one of these builds, again, let me know in the comments. I'm testing stuff out in this game all the time. In any event, if what you saw was valuable or entertaining, be sure to drop a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, and then turn on the bell next to notifications so you don't miss out on another Destiny 2 video here on the channel. If you didn't know, we actually live stream here on YouTube and then also on Kick. Again, that link will be in the description. Again, with YouTube, we mostly keep it Destiny 2, or if I'm only playing one game, Kick is a little more variety and whatnot. But if you want to play PvE activities, PvP, you know, if we're doing Crotas and raid carries, dungeon carries, anything like that, you know, hop in the chat. We'll figure something out. If you want to be proactive, join my Discord. Again, that link will also be in the description. We have people looking to play Destiny 2 together, and we're also talking about other games, PC tech, anime, and more. Lastly, if you want to support the channel even more, you can look into becoming a member. If you don't know what a membership is essentially like a Twitch subscription. Again, you're going to get access to the exclusive emotes, the monthly badges, and other cool stuff here on the channel that can be used in live streams and in the comments. So if you would like more information, all you need to do is press the join button next to subscribe, and that'll give you a rundown with all the details you need. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's been your boy. We'll catch you in the next one. Cheers.